Hello everyone, welcome to your very first English class post summer break. I hope you all are ready with your book Honeydew to read chapter number 4. So, dear students, today we will read part 1 only. As I have told you, I have divided this chapter into 3 parts. So, today we will cover part 1 only. So, open your books, chapter number 4, Bipin Chaudhary's Lapse of Memory. This chapter is written by Satyajit Ray. He was a Bengali writer, filmmaker, and he had done many good jobs in his life. If I talk about this chapter, we are going to read about these main characters: Bipin Chaudhary, Parimal Ghosh, Dinesh Mukherjee, Chunnilal, and Dr. Chanda. These are the main characters which we will get into this chapter. So, dear students, open the page number 60. If you have old book, in new book, I think there are some variations in page numbers. So, first of all, I am going to read para 1. Okay, so please look into your books, listen carefully, and note down the word meaning which I will tell you simultaneously. Okay, every Monday on his way back from work, Bipin Chaudhary would drop in at Kalicharan's in New Market to buy books: crime stories, ghost stories, and thrillers. He had to buy at least 5 at a time to last him through the week. He lived alone, was not a good mixer, had few friends, and didn't like spending time in idle chat. Today at Kalicharan's, Pepin Babu had the feeling that someone was observing him from close quarters. He turned round and found himself looking at a round-faced, meek-looking man who now broke into a smile. So, dear students, 2-3 phrases are here which you have to mention and write down the meaning. First is here idle chat. It is given unnecessary or routine conversation. Then there is a close quarters. Close quarters means a situation of being very close to someone. Okay, a situation of being very close to someone. And in the last line, meek word is given and the meaning is quite humble. So, dear students, here is the introduction of Bipin Babu. At the beginning, the writer is explaining the habit of Bipin Babu. Okay, and the Bipin Babu's habit was every Monday he used to go to the market, and market's name is Kalicharan's. Okay, in New Market to buy books. In New Market, there is a shop named Kalicharan, and he always used to go there to purchase some book, and the books included crime stories, ghost stories, and thrillers. He bought every time at least 5. Okay, so that it could continue to reading till 1 week. For 1 week he wanted to read the book, so he always used to purchase 5 books. He lived alone. There was no family member with him. Was not a good mixer. Good mixer means he was not a social being. He don't want to spend his time with other persons. Had few friends. Number of friends, only countable number of friends were there, and didn't like spending time in idle chat. He always ignored the unnecessary routine conversation. Okay, he never spent time with friends for unnecessary talks. Today at Kalicharan's, when he was in the market in the shop, Bipin Babu had the feeling, he got a deep feeling that someone was observing. He was feeling that some person was observing, staring him from close quarters. Close quarters, as I told you, a situation of being very close to someone. He got a feeling that some person, some another one was looking at him very closely. He turned round, he turned his face and found himself in, and found that looking at a round faced, he found that a round faced man, his personality was very humble, quiet looking, was looking at him. Okay, the man who has round face and a quiet personality was observing Bipin Babu, who now broke into a smile. As he saw into the eyes of Bipin Babu, he started smiling. I don't suppose you recognize me. Last 4 lines I am reading off this page. I don't suppose you recognize me. Have we met before? Asked Bipin Babu. The man looked greatly surprised. We met every day for a whole week. I arranged for a car to take you to the Hudru Falls. Now the person said, I don't suppose you recognize me. He said that I was thinking like you have not recognized me. You didn't know who I am. Have we met before? Then Bipin Babu asked, had we met before? Had they met before? The man looked greatly surprised. The man was completely surprised and asked and told him that we met every day for a whole week. He told that they were meeting for a week, for 7 days they were meeting to each other, and for as Bipin Babu wanted to go to Hudru Falls, so that person arranged a car for Bipin Babu. Now on the next page, he told that in 1950 in Ranchi, my name is Parimal Ghosh, Ranchi. So look at the picture in which you will find that Bipin Babu is sitting in yellow shirt and the person is standing in blue white. Okay, the person who is standing introduced himself as Parimal Ghosh and he told about 1958 in Ranchi. He was saying all these things about Ranchi. So look at the para below the Ranchi. Now Bipin Babu realized that it was not he but this man who was making a mistake. Bipin Babu had never been to Ranchi. He had been at the point of going several times but never made it. He smiled and said, "Do you know who I am?" Then Bipin Babu realized that it was not he who was mistaking but Parimal was mistaking, because Bipin Babu had never gone to Ranchi. He had planned for several times. Been at the point of going several times means he had planned for many times, but every time the plan become failed and he never went there. He smiled and said, then Bipin Babu smiled and said, "Do you know who I am?" Means he thought like he was mistaking, so he wanted to know about himself, like, do you know who I am, who he was. Okay, next. The man raised his eyebrows. After hearing this point from Bipin Babu, the man raised his eyebrows. Raised his eyebrows means making questioning expressions. Bit his tongue and said, "Do I know you?" Who doesn't know Bipin Chaudhary? Then he said, "You are very famous personality, so everybody knows about Bipin Chaudhary. Who didn't know about you?" Then Bipin Babu now turned toward the bookshelves and said, "Still you are making a mistake. One often does. I have never been to Ranchi." Then Bipin Babu turned towards the bookshelf. He just turned his face toward the books and again said that you are making mistake, means Parimal was making mistake. One can make mistake. I never been to Ranchi. He again saying that he had never gone to Ranchi. The man now laughed aloud. Man again started laughing. Now look at the last para of this page, page number 61. "What are you saying, Mr. Chaudhary? You had a fall in Hudro and cut your right knee. I brought your iodine. I had fixed up a car for you to go to Nater Hut the next day, but you couldn't because of the pain in the knee. Can't you recall anything? Someone else you know was also in Ranchi at that time, Mr. Dinesh Mukherjee. You stayed in a bungalow. You said you didn't like hotel food and would prefer to have your meals cooked by a bawarchi." So the man was talking continuously about Ranchi trip and saying all the memories he had in his mind to Bipin Babu, and he said, "What are you saying?" These all para is the conversation told by the person Parimal Ghosh. Okay, so what are you saying, Mr. Chaudhary? He asked, what are you saying? What he was saying, you had a fall. He said that you fell down in Hudro and you got injury in your right knee, so I gave you first aid. I put your iodine. I had fixed up a car. He again fixed a car for Bipin Babu so that Bipin went to Nater Hut the next day, but as he was having pain in his knee, he couldn't go there. Can't you recall anything? He again asked. Can't you able to recall anything, even a single thing? Someone else you know was also in Ranchi at that time. At the same time, one more person was there who was in Ranchi, who was known to you, that is Mr. Dinesh Mukherjee. You stayed in a bungalow. Then he told him that you were in the bungalow, you were staying there. You said you didn't like hotel food. He means Bipin Babu didn't want to eat hotel food and told Parimal to arrange for him a cook so that he can have meals like homemade food. So he arranged bawarchi for him. So turn your page, next page, page number 62. At the beginning of the page, Mr. Mukherjee stayed with his sister. You had a big argument about moon landing. Remember? I will tell you more. You always carried a bag with your books in it on your sightseeing trips. Am I right or not? Then that person, Parimal Ghosh, was continuing his talk about Ranchi, and he added that Mr. Mukherjee was staying with his sister. You were staying in a bungalow, and you and Mr. Mukherjee having an argument about moon landing. Please try to remember even a single thing. I will tell you more. He told that I can tell you more about you. You always carry a bag in which you have some books with you. So was he right or not? Then he stopped his conversation. Bipin Babu spoke quietly. Bipin Babu was quietly, he was looking still on the books and asked, which month in 58 are you talking about? Then he asked about the month. First of all, he told about the year 1958. Now the Bipin Babu wanted to ask him, like, which month are you talking about? The man said October. Then, no sir, said Bipin Babu. I spent puja in 58 with a friend in Kanpur. You are making a mistake, good day. Now Bipin Babu added that he had in Kanpur with his friend for having a puja in October 1958. So again you were making mistake, good day. He told the person that you are in a mistake, but the man didn't go, nor did he stop talking. The man was very stubborn. He neither stopped talking nor went from there. So what happened next? See, here is a comprehension check, and above it 2 paras are here. So I am going to read the first para. Very strange. Okay, second last for this part. Very strange. One evening I had tea with you in a veranda of your bungalow. You spoke about your family. You said you had no children and that you had lost your wife 10 years ago. Your only brother had died insane, which is why you didn't want to visit the mental hospital in Ranchi. Now, dear student, here the person again telling him about Ranchi trip, and he was telling about one evening where he added some personal information of Bipin. He said one evening he and Bipin, means they both were having tea in the veranda, and you spoke about your family. You told me about your family, and you said that you had no children, and you had lost your wife 10 years ago. 10 years ago your wife had been died, and your only brother had died insane. You had only one brother, and because of his mental illness he died, and which is why you didn't want to visit the mental hospital in Ranchi. Bipin Babu's brother was suffering from mental illness. That's why he didn't go to mental hospital in Ranchi. These were the personal information which were told by Parimal to Bipin Babu. Last of this part 1, when Bipin Babu had paid for the books and was leaving the shop, the man was still looking at him in utter disbelief. Now what happened? Bipin Babu had paid for the books, he purchased the book, paid the money and leaving the shop. When he left the shop, the person was still looking at him in utter disbelief. Utter disbelief means complete surprise. The man was completely surprised and looking at him continuously. Here is the end of the part 1. In comprehension check you have 3 questions, so please write down the answers. Find the answers first of all yourself, and next read part 2. Bipin Babu's car was safely parked in Bedtram Street by the Lighthouse Cinema. He told the driver as he got into the car, just drive by the Ganga, will you, Sitaram? Driving up the Strand Road, Bipin Babu regretted having paid so much attention to the intruder. He had never been to Ranchi. No question about it. It was inconceivable that he should forget such an incident which took place only 6 or 7 years ago. He had an excellent memory, unless Bipin Babu's head reeled. Now what happened as he went out from the bookshop, get into the car and started his journey towards the home. But what happened during that time, Bipin Babu's were okay, before to start, let me tell you meaning of some words. Okay, in the 5th line, intruder word is given to you. Intruder means invader, robber. It is a kind of a negative word. Okay, and then next third line is inconceivable. Last third line, first word inconceivable. The meaning of this word is unbelievable. Okay, and last phrase, head reeled, as it is given, he was shocked and confused. So listen what happened there. When he was going in the car, his car was safely parked in Bertram Street by Lighthouse Cinema. Then he told his driver's name was Sitaram, just drive by the Ganga, will you? Means he wanted to go to Ganga's side. Driving up the Strand Road, Bipin Babu regretted. He was feeling very sad, having paid so much attention to the intruder, because he had paid much attention to the invader. An unknown person was there, and he was telling again and again everything about, and he had paid so much attention, so he was feeling very sad. He had never been to Ranchi. According to him, he had never gone there. No question about it. Never question arises if I have not gone there. It was inconceivable, unbelievable that he should forget such an incident which took place only 6 or 7 years ago. For Bipin Babu, it was completely unbelievable that how could he forget an event which happened only 6-7 years ago. It means, if I talk about 6-7 years, means this story is written in the year of 1965. Okay, so he had an excellent memory. Okay, because he had proud of his memory, he was very sure that he had a very good excellent memory, unless Bipin Babu's head reeled. Still, his head was completely confused. He was shocked and confused by all the talks which were made by Parimal Ghosh. Now, next page, first para. Please look into your books, page number 63. I am going to read the first para. Was he losing his mind? But how could that be? He was working daily in his office. It was a big firm, and he was doing a responsible job. He wasn't aware of anything ever going seriously wrong. Only today he spoke for half an hour at an important meeting, and yet so now he was thinking about himself, thinking about his memory. Was he losing his mind? Losing his mind means becoming mad. Losing his mind means becoming mad. So he was thinking, was he becoming mad? But how could that be? How it is possible? He was working daily in his office. He is office going man. He was going in routine basis. It was a big firm in which he was doing work. Was a big firm, a very big unit was there, and he was doing a responsible job, and he was on a very responsible post, not a small post, a very responsible reputed post he had, and he wasn't aware of anything ever going seriously wrong, and he never been able to recall any moment when he done any mistake. Okay, seriously wrong thing happened to him. He was not able to recall this. Only today, if I talk about today, according to Bipin Babu, he was thinking like, if he talk about today only, he spoke for half an hour, for 30 minutes he spoke in a important meeting. So, and yet still what happened? And yet the man knew a great deal about him. How? He even seemed to know some intimate details: the bag of books, wife's death, brother's insanity. Okay, and the only mistake was about his having gone to Ranchi. Not a mistake, a deliberate lie. In 58, during the pujas, he was in Kanpur at his friend Haridas Bakchi's place. All Bipin Babu had to do was write to. No, there was no way of writing to Haridas. Bipin Babu suddenly remembered that Haridas had left with his wife for Japan some week ago, and he didn't have his address. Now what happened? He was thinking about Parimal Ghosh, and because he had told many correct thing about about Bipin. What, and yet man knew a great deal about him. How it is possible that a man can know each and everything about you? He even seemed to know some intimate means impersonal detail, private detail about any person. The bag of books, and the personal information was bag of books, wife's death, brother's insanity. These are the personal information which was told by the person. The only mistake was about his having gone to Ranchi. He was doing only one mistake, that Bipin Babu had been gone to Ranchi. Not a mistake. According to Bipin, it was not a mistake, it was a deliberate lie. Deliberate means intentionally, knowingly. The person was knowingly, intentionally lying to him. in 58 during the pujas. And now he was recalling the 58 year, and he was thinking like he was having the pujas. He was in Kanpur at his friend's Haridas Bagchi's place. Now he was remembering his friend Haridas Bagchi's. All Bipin Babu had to do was write to. No, now he was thinking like he can write to Bekti and ask him about October 58 or and about the puja, but no, there was no way of writing. He was not having any address, because Bipin Babu suddenly remembered. He remembered that Haridas had left with his wife for Japan some week ago. Some week ago or some months ago, Haridas Bagchi had left India and went to Japan, and he had never given him any kind of address. So he was not able to write anything to Haridas and can't ask anything from him. So it was the end for today only. Rest of the part we will cover in our next 2 days. So please see you in so please stay connected and stay safe at home every time, and please read this part positively. Thank you so much.